Welcome back, everybody! It's the game of the week with Rome. Hope you guys are enjoying. You know I am. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. Royal Society's almost done. Then we're going to start pumping out the builders to finish that off. The builders are just flooding across the nation from Carthage on over. To do the things and the stuff. Almost time to build another... Oh wait, I do have enough. Oh my god! Who doesn't have one? This guy doesn't have one yet. Claim a great person, a great musician. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, baby. I'm gonna need another Renaissance piece. So I'm gonna need to go somewhere. It doesn't really matter that much at this point. It's not like I'm doing tourism. But it'd be cool to find a piece that's Renaissance that belongs to somebody other than Carthage or me. So maybe I'll come down here and try and grab something down on here and cross my fingers. Something like that. Excuse me. Excuse me.
There are three things extremely...
Your trade routes gain 2 gold for each strategic resource improved by the destination city. Take it. 10 turns, 5 away. Mars habitation. 8 down to 6. 5 down to 3. 2. I guess I could put Reina somewhere for the gold. I'm gonna put her... Oh no, I can't put her in Carthage. I was gonna say all the trade routes go through Carthage. They're also going through Ostia, I think. So I'm pretty sure every one of them is going through Ostia. Oh, maybe not. No, they're not. Shoot. In fact, I don't think any of them go through any other city. Oh, they also go... They do go through Carthage. They go down there, and then they go down through Carthage. But I can't put her in Carthage because they're producing the builders. Damn it. Damn it, game. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Pop. My trade routes right now are getting me 13, 15, up to 18. May not. It won't take effect till next turn, maybe. I have 3 themed religious, but then I have everything else is empty. That's a portrait, so I need to just go to random places. Arpinum and Medulum. Yoga bro, for you, anything. Oh, 1794 out of 1800. Wow, 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 wow. Water park for the memes. Look at the size of these farming triangles I could build. This wide open land for days. She gone.
I have always considered that the sub.
Beep 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 beep. 10 more turns. I need 1 more era score for the golden age. Like this. This city. Presumably. Grab a spy. In the bank. And I'm going to counter spy the government plaza so that I get all of this. So I'm going to transfer to Rome. And research lab purchased. Up over 600 gold a turn. Is there anybody who doesn't have a research lab? This guy, this guy, this guy, I'll have them. 1, 2, 3. This guy and this guy have them. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Everybody's got a research lab. You get a research lab. You get a research lab. Everybody gets a research lab. It's just so stupid how you get ahead of time and it just costs a fortune. I mean, I understand, you know, it keeps you from... But I mean, it's just frustrating. The Rainforest guy should be, like, easily available by turn 200. That still confuses me a little bit about how that gets pulled away like that. I don't know. Because even with me pulling 51 a turn, and that's going to be more because I just got more research labs. It's gonna be like low 50s, mid 50s a turn. That's like 48 turns to get a great scientist right there. To get to 2400 at 50 a turn. 48. Like that. What? That's like a quarter of the game. Rome. Alright, so they've got... Alright, I need to get the factory built to max production. 15. Most of these have gone up slightly. From that, I don't know, 1 or 2 gold maybe. I think some of them have gone up. Some of them were 12s and 13s. There's more 14s and 15s there now. Seems anyway. You go there. Another builder, and that's also purchase one.
mind the maneuvers. Just go straight at them.
"12 turns." Like, where are all the great... Like, I mean, I understand. The great scientists that could be boosting these are nowhere to be seen. 3 armies or armadas. I kind of failed on that. Oh, well. 12 turns. Is that 12 turns to the next one? No more than that. That just gets me to there. 17 turns. Wow. The lack of great science. I don't understand how that works, man. It's like, as soon as you get ahead of time on the scientists once, they all cost a fortune. Like, I normally run into the great scientists that can boost those all the time. Where are they? Moondoggy, how are ya? Why doesn't the tech tree continue with things we don't know? That would be interesting. Well, technically it does. It has future techs. There's future techs to be found. But I guess other than doing science fiction and coming up with stuff of your own accord. Industrial era. Damn it. How close to blast off? Oh, still a ways, Hindu. Still quite a ways. The science, I just don't get. The science is so far behind in this game, it's ridiculous. Oh. I can't imagine. I mean, it hurts. There's a number of things that hurt me. To German Kaiser, have a good night, buddy. Thanks for being here. The first thing is that only having one science city state hurts. Because that's a lot of lost bonuses you can get, especially having 12 cities. Could you imagine the extra 4 science in each of those cities for 2 other city states? That'd be another 100 science I'd get from 2 city states. But I have 12 cities. Every one of them has had every city got a campus immediately, first thing. Every city got a library, second thing. Every city got a university the moment it was available, and I've got the research labs faster than I've ever gotten them before, as far as just buying them with faith. I've been able to buy them with faith, so instead of having some of your lesser productive cities taking to the end of the game and not even getting them, I've got 12 cities before 200, all with research labs. And yet, I just... I push science so hard this game, and yet still... Yeah, and that's true too. Not having mountains too. Like, the only way I got good adjacencies is by doing all these districting like this, but it took forever, right? It took forever to get this. Instead of plopping it down beside a mountain and having it instantly +4, turn on the card, it's +8. I'm getting +2, +3, +4, +1, +2. So, yeah, that's part of it as well. But Yoga Bro, let's do it. Yeah, I got the +2. Yeah, there's another thing. I got the guy that gives you the free university and library as well as +2 in libraries or in universities. I also got the guy that gives +4 in universities. So my output for my universities is an extra 6. My science output from universities is 6. The 2 and the 4, I got them both. Oh my god, I was wondering why you're looking so pretty. My download speed is back. Yay, only 3 weeks. Download speed is back. Yay. Yeah, coastal tiles would be interesting. Yeah, adjacency for coastal tiles would be interesting. Even if it was a half. Similar to jungles. Because I didn't have jungle. I had like a little bit of jungle down in here. But like not enough where you could like, you know, settle into like 3 or 4 of them and get like, you know, a couple extra right out of the gate. Half the campuses that I built had no adjacencies until I built a bunch of stuff around them. So oh, that's a settler, not a builder. That's 6. 8 should be enough. Like, getting Jesuit education, I bought like half my universities and almost all of my research labs. I must have spent 500 per university times at least 6. That's 3,000. And then another at least 8 on research labs, I would say. I bet you I spent 11 or 12,000 faith on science buildings. I could have had 6 or 7 national parks with the science that I spent on science buildings, at least. Uranium! I had to turn off Twitch and do speed test 95 on iPad. Seems okay. Not bad. Or a science version of a monument. Yeah, that'd be interesting. But honestly, I thought that this was a really... I thought this was a really interesting way that I did this. Taking advantage of that early OP monument. To like be able to just build campuses instantly in every city. Instantly. I was crushing the great people, great scientists. The only great scientists I missed were those first 2 or 3. like the one that gives you extra HP healing, and I missed the guy that gives you the extra one on the library, which, you know, would have been extra 12 per turn or whatever. But I was crushing the Great Scientists right out of the gate. And this is the other thing I don't get. And I brought this up already. Once you get ahead on Great Scientists, the number is nerfed forever. Because there's no way in the era that I'm in that this this was the third one in a row that's cost a fortune. I'm doing 52 a turn, and it's taking me forever to get there. It's just, there's something, as soon as it gets ahead one, it's like it's screwed for the rest of the game. Even when you advance to another era, like, I don't understand it. I don't get it at all. Frickin' water park for the memes. Right beside the shuttle. Yeah. You can see how important it is to me to race the clock. Christ. I'm accidentally about to win a culture victory for that matter. I'm sitting on 8. Sorry, 6. That'd be 7. Next one after that'd be 8. What is this guy? Oh. Landscapes. Are the great person totals tied to how many science districts there are in the world? I don't think so. No, I've had this many science districts before and didn't see it measured up. I think it's just sometimes you get ahead and it's so weird. By the way, check that out for the memes. Seaside Resort on the island, +8. Right by
aim for the moon.
Like just crushing the scientists. I've just taken over some people in culture.
Villains.
Just clicking next turn over here, people. That's all.
While I nodded, nearly napping,
I like this string of districts right here for adjacencies. It's the only way I could do it. That gets me an 8. I'm pretty sure I only need 4 per. I got 2 left. The city's so productive as well. 68.
Leave the atom alone.
Seven more next turns. Harpy to Steam again would allow me to have more production in the capital. That's just more gold that I don't need. I'll just take that. Production I can turn into science with my trade or with my my thingies.
One day there will be no bull.
Wow. More gold, but those that production from e-commerce, like the production in my capital is going to be over 200 for sure. When I'm doing the projects, or like when I'm doing not the projects, but like the. Oh, because the I need to get the alliance routes back on because the trade routes. That's an extra amenity in every city, for most. So that should help. Probably doesn't take effect till next turn. Counter spy. The spaceport. Wow, Rome's over 200. Over 200 production. See, now it's down to 1245, and this guy's going to snipe this one. I'm pulling 52 a turn. He's actually pulling 26 a turn, so he ain't doing all that bad either. I guess I'll go take a hit off this. That's 3. Better to get it now while it's still effective. Campus. Freaking builder convention over here on the coast.
Water and air. The two.
No point. No point, really. Wow, I wasn't even close with my 220 estimate. 700 science a turn, and it's just so slow. Oh wow, I just noticed that Gilgamesh's capital is gone. I'm at 62 out of 186 on the culture. Without even trying. I could like 5, 6, 7 turn all of these things. So that should finish that. Or come close.
When we look up at night and view the stars.
So that means that I can turn this off and get this started. Yeah, I'm so productive now, it's 6 instead of 8, so these are only shaving 1 turn off in some cases, depending on the carryover. Done next turn. All cities, I think, are on, except for this one down here. I'm building an aquarium for the memes. And this guy's not very productive at all. He's building an archaeologist just for whatever. But all the cities that have any level of production are doing science district, or science, whatever you call it, projects. Research grants, I guess is what they're called. I'm going to call it there, I think, folks. Well, just a sec. Maybe not. You know what? Maybe it just went past 40 minutes. I'm just hitting next turn on this stuff. Trying to get through this. I know this is probably boring for most people, just seeing the next turn things happen. Back to campus. 3, 10, 11 more next turns at the most, probably less than that. I would love to try this strategy with a good map. It's the one thing I would love, is to try this strategy with a really good map with Rome. We have lots of really nice campuses, maybe 3 science city-states, maybe you get Kilwa. I didn't even bother with Kilwa because I didn't have the city-states to bother about it. But if I get Kilwa, that's another massive science boost as well. Would have been something to consider. Campus research grants. Yeah, they're about to have that one. Eureka for 3 techs. I just finished a bunch of projects. Triggers Eureka moment for 3 technologies in the atomic or information era. I could get this one. This is the only one left in the atomic. It's probably going to give me random crap I don't need. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to go ahead and purchase this guy with gold. for an absolute fortune. And it won't let me do it this turn. Oh, I hate that. So it's not even going to let me get this one. And it's in a straight line. I just gotta hope it gets this one, I suppose. Look at this. 4 turn that. 5 turn Bolshoi. 7 turn Christo or Broadway. This last episode of the Game of the Week is going to be awfully long, folks. Apologies. Rome's yanking down 226 production per turn.
There may be no forgiveness for polyester.
Archaeologist complete. Counter spy the government complex. You know what I could be doing here too, right? Is I could, instead of doing campus projects in Rome, I could just be shift entering the last turns here, so that when I do finish it, it'll just like instant finish. Little cheesy, but I could be doing that. Look at this. 100% production towards space race project. 3,375 away. And it didn't come up until turn 225. Thanks for the useful thanks for the usefulness, guys. That's appreciated. So greatly appreciated. Not a useless great scientist at all. Aww. Germany, you got your face in a frowny frowny. If I come drop a nuke on your head, how's that sound? For an idea, Won't be so tough then, will ya? Jeez, I'm almost halfway to a culture victory. We are almost there. What's up, Sam? God, this is a long one.
It is obvious that while science is... Amory Blaine inherited...
39 Great Rider points a turn. Explains why I'm building them so fast. Or whatever, discovering them so fast. Two turns on the nano.
If winning isn't everything, why do they keep score? She was dazzling, a light.
She was dazzling. She was dazzling. I've been told I can't spend any more money. I would say that she needs whatever she thinks she needs, but at the same time,
Many rules.
does she not listen to reason? I don't really know how to answer that, Sam. Don't want to get in trouble with the missus. Game's over next turn, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us on this ride. Aquatic Center! Well, I think the strategy was pretty legit. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think that it was a lot of fun. I know it was a lot of fun. I love how it takes off from within that. It looks so good. Look at that shot. Oh my god, that's hot. It was a lot of fun. I feel like that strategy is stronger than that. I feel like that strategy is stronger than that. But it didn't really work out the way I would have liked. That was a cool shot, though, with the Wonder on the right and the Ferris wheel on the back. And just... That was hot, hot, hot. Too bad there's no replay on that. I would like to see that again. Moondoggy. Yeah, it's to each their own on that one. To each their own on that one. Okay, so there you go, folks.
Much as our ancestors did ages ago, we thrust forward into the unknown. The first pioneers set forth on an uneasy course. And yet once again did our people thrive. Now, under your leadership, we plot a new course and make another world our own.
There you have it. There you have it. We destroyed them in culture. We destroyed them in science. We're all over the gold there for a while. Scorp return was the other. Scorp return we fell behind a little bit on. Culture return. It's interesting. Because we stopped expanding and some of those guys found room to keep expanding. They were doing really well. There's actually a fair amount of competition as far as overall is concerned. Just got over 1,000 score. It was just a very interesting game. I think we went super long. That's well over an hour, I think, that last episode. But I didn't want to do like a 10 or 15 minute episode just hitting next turn. So anyway, GG's. GG's. It was a fun run. I feel like it's a legit strategy. I just don't think that we had enough. I don't think that we had enough of the overall adjacencies, city-states, the other things that could have helped us with that early science. And we did get a little stuck with barbarians early that slowed us down a touch. Might have cost us 5 or 10 turns at the beginning, which can compound. But I felt like that was a strategy that could really push towards the low 200s. It really worked out. There's a lot of parts of it that worked out well. I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of strategy there, and maybe you can try it yourself and let me know how you guys did. Thank you so much for your support. YouTube's growing every day, and I really appreciate you guys for that. It's been a fabulous run. Rome is indeed glorious to play with. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.